Yes friend, so we are in question number, which one? 10, which was just going to end. Now let me just complete the question here. Now as I have told you that here we are given the difference between the sum lent, means the principal, and the simple interest, which is equal to rupees 340. Okay, so rupees 340. Here we are given here the difference between the sum lent and the interest, in 80 years. It says that the time is in 80 years the interest amounted to rupees 340 less than the sum lent. So rupees 340 is the difference between the sum lent and the simple interest. Also difference between principal means sum lent and the simple interest is rupees 340. This equation we have to finally solve. Now we have given here P principal as it is. Simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. Formula for simple interest. Now if I take P common here, this is P common, 1 minus R into T upon 100 equal to 340. Right, now let me put the values of R and T. So then cross multiplying, taking 100 LCM, or let me write here, this implies that P into 100 minus R means 4%, T means 80 years, is equal to 340, or sorry, upon 100. Upon 100, this is upon 100, LCM is equal to 340. Now from this we can calculate P. What is P here? So P is equal to 340 into 100, 340 into 100 divided by 100 minus 4 into 8. This is the formula. So this is equal to 340 into 100 upon 100 minus 32, 8 for the 32. What is this finally solved? Let me just find out. Or P is equal to, this is 340 into 100 divided by 68. The difference is 10 minus 2, 8, and okay, and 10 minus 4 is 6. Okay, so 68. Now if I multiply by 5 into 68, you will get 34, 340, sorry. Because 5 8 the 40, 0, 4 carry, 5 6 the 30, 30 and 4 34, 5 times. 340 is cancelled out by 68, 5 times. This is equal to 500. So finally the principal lent or money lent was rupees 500. This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer here. So let me again write it here. Hence the money lent. What is the final answer? Hence the money or the sum lent or sum lent or sum lent is equal to rupees 500. Is equal to rupees 500. This is the answer. Okay. So question number. This is 10th question number. Okay. Now question number 10 I have done here. Sorry friends. Let me take and then mark here. So question number 10. This is question number 10 here. Now let me solve what is question number 11 says. Question number 11 is of what kind? First let me read it and then solve it. Let me first read it. Now question number 11 is what is given to us. Question 11 says a certain sum of money amounted to rupees 2,613 in 6 years at 5% per annum rate of interest. In how many years will it amount to rupees 3,015 at the same rate? Time we have to find out in how many years, right? Will it amount to rupees 3,015 at the same rate? So rate is given in the first. Well, let me write here. A certain sum of money, right? A certain sum of money amounted to turned into amount or amounted to rupees 2,612. Sorry, 13. This is not 12 but 13. 2,613 in 6 years. Alright, in 6 years, got the point, at 5% per annum rate, at 5% per annum, at 5% per annum. Now, in how many years we have to find out here? Find here. We find here in how many years? In how many years? Let me take years. In how many years? Right? Will it amount? Will it amount? Same money or the principal will amount to, right? Will it amount to 2 rupees? Let me take rupees 3015. Okay, at the same rate. This is given to us. At the, sorry, we have to find out this at the same rate. Now try to understand. First, from the first condition, a certain sum of money amounted to, this is amount given to us, we have to find out the premium. What is that sum of money which was lent to, which became rupees 2613 amount in 6 years at 5% per annum rate. Now this 5% per annum rate is also here, applied here. Only time here we have to calculate. The first principal is required. Then that principal will be substituted here in this amount, and then rate is also given 5% in this case. Time is then time can be calculated. Here time is 6 years. Okay, solution. Now first let me find. Okay, from first given the principal, the money lent, a certain sum of money. The money or principal which amounted to rupees 2613 in 6 years at 5% rate. Okay, 5% rate of interest, simple interest. We can now find out what is the principal given. Now let me find out the relation between amount and principal. You know what? Amount is equal to how much? Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Now the formula for simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. So this is P if I take common, and this is A amount. Amount is A. A is equal to P common. This is 100 plus R into T upon 100. So from this P directly relationship, this implies that P is equal to 100 into A. This formula can be applied upon 100 plus R into T. With the help of this formula, the P can be calculated because amount is given. R and the T both are given here. This formula, the first equation, this can be applied to find the principal. Let me find the principal here. The principal, hence the principal or the money lent, the principal or money lent, P is given by this 100 into A, amount 100 into A divided by 100 plus R into T. This is the formula, this first formula that you put here values. So P then can be calculated. Now it says that first it was amounted to 2613 divided by 100 plus R into T. R is 5% into T is 6 years, 630, 130 in the denominator. So this is 100 into 2613 divided by 130. Okay, so 13 can be 0, 0 cancel out, 1, 0. 13 1 is 13 and 13 to the 26, 0 and 13 1 ja 13. So 201. This is 2010. This is the principle. 2010 because 10 into 201 multiplied 2010. The principle, hence principle is this. This principle is applicable for this. At this principle, this amount is there. We can find out the rate of interest. Okay, so now let me substitute this value. Hence principle is, hence the principle is equal to rupees 2110. Now with this help of same formula. Now since P is equal to 100 into A amount divided by 100 plus R into T, be just okay. In the first equation we defined this at how principal is calculated. Principal equal 100 into amount divided by 100 plus R into T. R is rate, T is time, number of years. Now P we have just calculated 2010. So this is 2010. Now second amount of this, so this is 100 into 3015 divided by. Now 100 plus is 100 plus R is given 5%, which is already there. T we have to find out into T. T is not given. So 5 into T. Now T we have to calculate. So cross multiply and dividing this. Okay, so we can now calculate. This implies that, let me take this here. Okay, this here divided by this. So this is 100 plus 5 into T is equal to 100 into 3015 divided by 2010. Got the point? Now let me take it here. So T time then can be calculated by this solving this equation. So this is 100 taken to that side. Okay, so let me take this, or let me again write it down. 100 plus 5 into T, or is equal to, we are given 100 into 3015 divided by 2010. So let us take further finding the value of T. This 5T is equal to, or 5T is equal to this minus 100. This will be 100 into 3015 upon 2010 minus 100. The 100 taken to the side will become negative. If I take LCM, the same value, 2010 is the LCM. It will be 100 if I take common. Let me take 100 common. This 3015 minus 2010 difference. Okay, so the difference of these two is what? This is equal to 100 into, let me find the difference, 5, okay, 5 minus 0 is 5, and 1 minus 1 0, got the point? And 0 minus 0 is 1 only, yeah, 0 minus 0 0, okay, and I'm sorry, 1 minus and 0 0, 0 minus 0 0, and this is 1, 3 minus 2 1, 1005 divided by 2010. Okay, so what is this? 1005. This is 1005. This is 2010. So this 1005 will cancel out this denominator 2 times. Multiply by 2. It is 2 for the 10, and this is 2 to 2000. This is 2 times. So 50 years. Sorry, 50. This is equal to 50. So 5t equal to 50, or this implies that 5t is equal to 50, or 5 equal to, this implies that t equal to, or let me take, or t equal to 10. 50 upon 5, this is equal to 10 years. So time is 10 years. Hence, time taken, okay, for that amount to become amount is 10 years. Hence, time is 10 years. Finally, answer is 10 years. This is at the same rate. What, how many years? So, in 10 years, the principal will amount to rupees 3015 at 5% rate. Okay, in 10 years the principal will amount to rupees 3015 at rate 5% per annum. Right? This is the amount here we have calculated. Principal was 2010. We just calculated the principal. Okay, this is the answer here. 10 years is the answer. Finally, question number 11. Finally, we have done. Now the last question, 12th one. Let me talk about that question. What is question number 12 say? Let me first check it, and then we solve it. Question number 12 here. What is given to us? Let me first read it. It says that a certain sum of money amounted to rupees 575 at 5% in a time in which rupees 750 amounted to rupees 840 at 4% rate. Okay, if the rate of interest is simple, means simple interest, find the sum. The sum we have to find out in the first case. Because a certain sum of money, let me write here, a certain sum of money, yeah, amounted to rupees 575, yeah, 575 at 5% in a time, the same time in which rupees 750, this is the principal, in which rupees 750 amounted to rupees 840 at 4% rate, right? At 4%. The rate of interest is simple. If the rate of interest is simple interest, then to find in the first case a certain sum. What is that sum? That sum we have to find it. Okay, it's simple. Find the sum. Find the sum. What is that sum? To find the sum. In this case, a certain sum. What is that sum? That principal we have to find out, which is amounted to rupees this much at 5% in a time. Now time is not known in the first case, so time can be calculated from the second case. Now it says that in a time in which rupees 750 amounted to rupees 840 at 4%. Right? So from this time can be calculated. In the second case, now solution 3 here. See here. In the second case, in this one, 840 becomes rupees 750 becomes 840 amount at 4% rate. Now time is not known, so time can be calculated here. In the second case, time is to be calculated. Here, the simple interest is not given, but we can find the difference. Equal to amount minus principal. Because both are given. In second case, amount is 840 minus 575. No, 750. Rupees 750. So difference is the principal here. Rupees how much? 0 here. Oh, okay, 14 minus 5, 90. Only rupees 90. So rupees 90 is the simple interest. Okay, at second case 4% rate of interest, time is not known, principal is 750. We can find out here from time what is simple interest. Now we know that simple interest in second case we are calculating, since simple interest, what is simple interest is equal to simple interest P into R into T upon 100. So this is equal to P 750 into R. What is R here? Rate of interest. Rate of interest is 4%. P R into T. T we just calculated. Sorry, time is given here. So time, sorry, we have to calculate. Time is not known. This is time T divided by 100. Now this rate of interest we just calculated 90 rupees. Or simple interest 90 is equal to 750 into 4, 750 into 4 into T divided by 100. Okay, so we can just calculate T is equal to, therefore it implies that T is equal to 100 into 90 or 90 into 100 divided by 750 into 4. 750 into 4. Now let me solve it. So this 0 0 cancel out. 1 0 cancel out. Right, 15 5 ja. Right, 15 5 ja. 75. 15 5 ja. 75. 15 6 ja 90. Right, 15 5 ja 75 and 15 6 ja 90 and 2 2 ja 4 and 2 3 ja 6. 5, 10, 2, 10, 2 times, 3 to 6, 2 to 3 years. Time is 3 years now. So in the 3 years, time is now calculated. Now this can be applied in the first case. Okay, so here the time is, hence time is 3 years. So in 3 years, the same amount we have to find out. Now principal, a certain sum of money amounted to be this one. So what is the principal? In first case now in first case, principal is given by 100 into this formula. We apply upon 100 plus R into T. Try to understand. This is the formula for principal. We directly calculate with the help of amount, 100 into amount upon 100 plus R into T. Now put the values. 100 into amount is this 575. 575 divided by 100 plus R into T. R is 5% into years, 3 years. Okay, so this is equal to 100 into 575 divided by 115, because this is 15, 5 say 15 plus 100, 115. Now let me solve it. Then principal is calculated. What is the final answer? Let me solve here. This implies that P is equal to 100 into 575 divided by 115. This we have to finally solve. The principal is then calculated. Now let me 5 times here. 5 5 just 25. This is 5 5 just 25. 5 to carry. 5 into 5 into 7 and 5 into 5. So 5 times. So P is 500. So 5 into 100 is 500. Hence principal is, finally answer is hence principal or sum of money lent, which amounted to rupees 575 in how many years? In 3 years, which we just calculated. In 3 years at 5% rate is P is equal to 500. This is the final answer. So rupees 500 is the final answer. Try to understand. This is the final answer. Hence rupees 500 is the final answer that we have right here. Hence the principal or money, or the money lent is equal to rupees 500. This is the answer. Try to understand. This is question number 12 completed. Hence 12 questions are completed. This is in continuation of the simple interest. We have taken the second lecture series also. This is now completed. So please see now what kind of different kind of questions are taken. Most of these questions are covered. If any one or two exceptions may be there, otherwise I have taken almost all kind of questions based on simple interest. Okay, simple interest is the very important, one of the important topics in mathematics for competitive examination, as I have seen, because most of the students have just remarked that, sir, yeah, this is very important, one of the important topics, right? Compound interest. Next topic is compound interest, which is also based on the, similar type of question, but topic, but that topic is simply, there is a big difference. The compound interest is after second year onwards. Compound interest is different from simple interest. For simple interest, principal remain the same for throughout the years, first year, second year, third year. Suppose 100 rupees is the principal, and this 100 rupee remains the same principal for number of years if simple interest is calculated. If compound interest is calculated, then after 1 year, suppose 5% rate of interest is there. The simple interest is rupees 5. Rupees 5 will be added in 100. 105 now will be principal for calculating compound interest for second year. So second year onwards, the compound interest is different from simple interest. This is the only difference. So questions based on compound interest are also very important. This is second topic of the same type, in the same category, simple interest and compound interest. So the compound interest we will define in the next lecture series. So see you in the next lecture series. For that, you have to just have the patience, because I'm going to just leave at that lecture, okay, in certain period, okay, or I'll take time, maybe 1 or 2, not days, but I'm just going to deliver it very hurriedly. I'll find time, I'll try to take time, because in this case, I'm just, busy at the moment, so I'll take that topic very hurriedly. You have to just wait and just first try to understand that what is simple interest, and simple interest, then compound interest can easily be understood. Otherwise, if simple interest is not clear, we cannot understand compound interest. Both are, have some similarities, but difference is only of that after second year onwards, compound interest is different than that of the simple interest. While simple interest is calculated but on the base of same principle throughout, but after second year, principle for compound interest will be different. So compound interest will be more than that of the simple interest. That is a simple, easy concept. Okay, that's the only concept here. Okay, see you in the next lecture series. Okay, bye.